DeMoshel Entertainment and Fashion TV show is honored to have Virginia Cathey as its guest tonight. I'm your host, Sunny, and we're celebrating Juneteenth with this eclectic artist. She's right here from Brooklyn, New York, and we'd love to talk to her more about her infamous hooded bodysuits and much more. Her styles are very unique, they're very sexy. They're not necessarily a showcase per season. She designs whatever comes to her mind, and they're made with aplomb and sexiness. Virginia, it's such an honor to have you. How are you?
Blessed, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'd love to dive right into it. Tell us more about Virginia, the person, where your fashion story started, your story started.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, me. So Virginia Cathey, nickname Nikki or Peaches, depending on where you know me from. But Brooklyn, New York, all my life. Daughter of mother from, I have 4 siblings, in other words, the eldest. I come from a family of sewers. So the sewing aspect and the creativity behind it mostly comes from, bread.
Okay.
It's kind of like if you see people cooking in your house every
Right,
day. How can you not cook?
Right.
Eventually, you're gonna figure out a way to survive,
Right.
and sewing was kind of.
So was it a family trade?
It definitely was. My grandmother made for her 8 children.
Wow.
My mother made for her 4. I made for every Barbie doll I had.
Amazing.
So that's pretty much where it started from. I mean, honestly, the creativity came from not having.
Okay.
Mostly.
Right.
When you're just trying to make it and you kind of want to keep up with the trends or create your own, when you're coming up, you feel like you need to fit in for the most part. But certain things, when you can't live up to what's going on in society, that's when you open your eyes to realizing, I don't have to fit in. I can make my own road. I can do what I want to do,
Now
So
tell us, what were you particularly not fitting into? Very intrigued you said that. So there's a pain story that kicked off your fashion journey, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Would love to learn
the
that.
pain story is just keeping up with what's in. What everyone else is doing. What are the kids wearing? Is that in? I mean, thank God what they're doing right now didn't exist when I was coming up, when they were like, what are those? If they would have said that to me when I was young, I think I would have freaked out. Because that's just wait, I made this. That's 17 safety pins with beads on my sneakers. That's what it is, But that wouldn't have been an entertaining answer. They kind of just probably would have went in today because, that's what they do. But back then, I mean, people were more curious. It wasn't they didn't make fun of it. They were more curious to well, that's interesting. Today they make fun of it.
Of course.
But when I was coming up, it was just interesting because it was different. I created that for myself because I couldn't get the Jordache jeans or the particular Lees or even when they had those the patchwork, we had little patches on the pants. Before I throw out all my clothes, I would take off all the patches and put them on my favorite pair of pants. Anytime I went to throw something else, took another patch, got another one. So
they say creativity births from the greatest adversity, so that's a great story right there. Virginia, when did you get into mainstream fashion? When did you start selling your outfits, your styles? When did that happen? How did that jump from just doing something in your home to selling outfits to people? When did that happen, and how did that happen?
Well, that actually started without me realizing that's what was going on.
Interesting.
Honestly, I would make stuff for myself just to make myself happy.
Okay.
And it wasn't until, I realized I was my own walking advertisement. People see what I'm wearing, want the same thing, and I'm like, wait, whoa, okay, well then bring me what you have and we'll work from there. So I'm I started off being a sustainable designer because if you brought what you had, I would recreate it or fix it or add to it to that effect. It became more, I want to say, a little after high school. High school is when I started selling to people in my neighborhood, in my building and stuff like that. Little things, they just asked for small things, whether it was house things or stuff to actually wear. I actually turned it into a business I've been saying 3 years ago for so long, but it's actually been 7 years now.
That's incredible.
And it wasn't easy. I didn't even realize what I was doing. I knew that this was something I wanted to do. I love creating. I love sewing. I love just being different, not having to fit into any particular category. Me just doing what I loved turned into something when people started being interested or stopping to pay attention to it. I was just thinking that it's just regular. I was actually still, even to this day, honestly, I'm still very intrigued at the responses I get from certain things.
What kind of responses do you get?
Oh my goodness.
What is your most shocking response?
I made a coat. I wish I brought it with me today. Yeah. But I had made a coat, and it was really because it was like spring, fall. I don't remember the time of season, but it was around then. And I wanted something different to wear to an event that I was going to, and I'm always wearing what I make anytime I go somewhere.
Okay.
And I just didn't have something to put over what I wanted to wear. So I made this coat. I made it so quick that I forgot to put pockets in it because I just wanted to hurry up. And if anyone knows, y'all all know, almost everything has pockets in my stuff. Yeah. So
where's the cell phone gonna go?
Exactly. But that coat, I walked out and I'm just thinking, oh, thank God I got me a nice coat to wear. It's okay. It has literally hit the scenes freaking ridiculously. The responses have been overwhelming. Here I am just thinking, okay, yeah, I like my coat. Yes, people, I'm here. Other people were like throwing up in my path. I literally had to like restart making the coat over and over. So that actually was my real very first push and prompt to get a manufacturer.
That's amazing.
Because it took a lot out of me to now go back and remember what did I do, because I don't really make with patterns a lot of the times, and that was just one of them.
That's such a great story. So from there you went on to making clothes for a whole lot of people who came to you by word of mouth.
Yes.
If you haven't looked her up yet, Virginia's clothes are very body inclusive. It's something she spoke about sustainability, but it's also about inclusion. She makes styles for sizes from 4 to 24 or beyond. Her styles are unique, custom made to you, should you want a one-on-one appointment with her. Virginia, tell us something about your greatest success story you've had in the last few years, the last 2 years, particularly in the pandemic.
I'm gonna speak about the magazines.
Lovely. What magazine?
So that has just been a whirlwind of just blessings. I've been doing this for a very long time. I want to say straight out of high school.
Of course.
Straight out of fashion industries, to be specific.
Right.
And I haven't gotten as much notoriety as I've gotten from March to now, with Demoshell being my very first magazine.
That's right.
And I got the cover. Bang. Okay? Cousin was on the cover, and my reversible coat, it was ridiculous. From then to now, 13 magazines. I don't even know what to do with myself. I can't even believe it. Am I talking about me?
Well, that's the show is to talk about you and your success stories. Thank you for bringing that up. Demoshell magazine is sponsored and created by Demoshell Entertainment and Fashion TV show, which is right here. So if you're interested about the magazine, we'll talk about it at the end of the show. Virginia, now before we let you go, could we take a couple minutes and have your models showcase your styles? We'd love to hear about your hottest style. What was the inspiration behind these outfits, these styles?
Of course,
Cool.
and thank you.
Models, please.
Here we have Nashe, and what is my first bathing suit. People, y'all better get ready for 2021, okay? This black and white, Black Lives Matter is what this was inspired by, okay? So it's supposed to be racy. It's supposed to be challenging. It's supposed to make you wonder. It's also supposed to make you figure, is this the solution? My black and white is something
take your side away.
Yeah, it needs
gorgeous.
to. Yeah.
Thank you, Nashe. Suella?
Then we have Suella. So nice you got to say it twice.
There's the bodysuit.
With that hooded bodysuit, the infamous hooded bodysuit in the same black and white, inspired for Black Lives Matter. This outfit is one of the hot bestsellers. Hopefully the bathing suit will follow suit with these fantastic tops. I love stuff covering the head, so hoods, hats, things that multiple sizes can fit. That's me. You know, you should be able to be small, then big, and still fit your clothes and love how you look in it.
And it rolls
That's
nicely over to the side like that. That's gorgeous and
Yes,
sexy.
yes.
That's lovely. Thank you. Those are
Thank you,
very
ladies.
sexy styles. Thank you, Suella.
I'll have them come back with 2 other things on.
Sure you will. Now, Virginia, before we bring the models and showcase your styles, I'd love for our audience to know where to find you. Tell us about your business plans for the year.
Oh, sure, of course. Well, you can find me everywhere. No, on IG, on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok, at Virginia Cathey Collections. And that's Virgin IA. Don't forget that last I and that last A. Virginia Cathey Collections. And Cathey is spelled C-A-T-H.
Y.
Y.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little tricky, but you'll get it. And collections just for I cater to a multitude of everything. My business plans for the future is to be better than last year, of course. I'm trying to make this a residual income easy. So
I'm sure
with the
that's gonna work
security
out
of
for
this
you.
manufacturer, we're going to do it this year.
That's exciting. Well, let's
Yes.
showcase some more of your styles. Models, if you'd love to please walk in.
Yes, this is my Nashe.
There's the
She
sexy
is in my
outfit.
pink and cream vine dress. Do you
gorgeous.
see the side on this? Do you see that sexy peak tied up side right there? Just like good for everything. This could be your beach cover up, your night dress, your day dress, your party, your barbecue. What do you want to do? You could do anything in this dress. Let's go.
Absolutely,
You can
it's
turn it into a
gorgeous.
skirt, but that's a whole nother story.
Thank you, Nashe. There's
And
that
here we
outfit.
have my Suella in the black water. This black water
gorgeous.
hooded dress has pockets. The sleeves cinch up on the sides. You can make it into a short sleeve.
Amazing.
You can do a multitude of things. There's strings in there so you can make the sides lift up if it's too long for
Does it
you.
have pockets?
It definitely has pockets, big enough for 3 phones.
There we go. It has pockets, people.
You really can't go wrong with this dress.
It's
You
gorgeous.
wanna-
It's sexy. It's
Yeah.
it's your nice night dress.
Yes,
Yeah.
you could sneak a watermelon out in it.
That's a great outfit. Thank you, Suella.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Nashe. Any last words for our audience about your sneak peek about this year's styles?
I just want them to come and check Virginia Cathey Collections out at every given opportunity. When I post, you just come. You're gonna want to see these reversibles. I do reversibles that are reversed from inside to out, front to back. Who does that? You want more for your money? You ain't gonna get that at Fashion Nova. I'm telling you now. So
That's right.
Come, spend some time. Spend some love with me.
Yeah. And remember, Virginia's outfits are unique. They're not your off-the-shelf 12 pieces per style. They're 1 a piece, maybe 2, if she really doesn't mind repeating her styles.
Until we get to the manufacturing
There
part,
we go.
that is.
Virginia, it's been such a pleasure and honor having you on our set. Thank you so much for your time
Thank
today.
you for having me.
We wish you the best success for the year coming ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you, Virginia. D. Michelle Entertainment and Fashion TV Show is honored to have its next guest, Tammy Pitt from North New Jersey. Tammy, thank you for joining us tonight. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
Very well, thank you. So excited to hear about your fashion journey, your story, and what you're working on.
Okay.
When did this fashion journey start for you?
Well, I'm a natural fashionista. I get it from my mom. I would watch her
beautiful.
get dressed, right, in the morning when she
Same.
would go to work. And my mother would be like, I'm going to pull out this little peach color. And I'm like, Mom. So she would always go with the lesser color. So that's something that I've learned as a child. And then about 2016, 15, I think I was terminated from my job, and I didn't work for 2 years. So during that time, I would find a lot of extra time to go to thrift stores and things of that nature. So my god sister Kim said, you've always been able to dress. Why don't you kind of like monetize this? Because I'm always the person in the office that I set the tone a lot of times for wherever I work. And I started my company called Blessed with a Dime, and the platform of my company is about thrift shopping and making your closet transitional. So if you get key pieces.
Transitional closet.
Yes, that's a very, and I use this on my Instagram page as well as my blog page, Blessed Padan. It's about getting key pieces and then transitioning it up with different accessories, blazers,
Mixing and
shoes.
matching it.
That's it. You have
Love
to
that.
make that closet work for you, and the
Yep.
more organized your closet is, the better off you are. A lot of times I tell my people that I get dressed in the bed in my head because I know where my clothes are. So
That's
yeah.
really great. So you're not just a designer, but you're also a stylist yourself, and you essentially teach your clients how to mix up the wardrobe and make it stretch it out longer.
Yes.
That's really fantastic. We're so excited for you to showcase your style, your artistry to our audience tonight. I believe we do have a model here, so don't go anywhere because Tammy is going to mix these outfits and show you how to make them last longer and look fashionable every day, every day. Before we divert to that,
Okay.
tell us more about Tammy the person.
Who
How
am
does
I?
she thrive?
I am an educator by day. I
Okay.
work at Rutgers Newark for a prison reentry program. So I'm a business administrator and a HR rep. I am currently taking courses. I've applied, have not yet been accepted into a global urban studies PhD program.
Excellent.
And I also run my own podcast called Fine and Tailored every Monday nights. And we talk about, my cousin Tasha and I talk about a gamut of topics. So I'm trifold, diverse, multifaceted, if you want to say, for lack of a better
Yeah,
term.
person of multiple hats. I love
Right,
that. I
right,
love
right.
that. Now, is your family excited about your new adventure in the last few years? Have they been supportive?
Well, I don't have children, so I'm
Okay.
always doing things. I have a lot of time for, I would like to say, but my family is very supportive. Anytime that there's events or I'm at pop-up shops and I'm doing different events, my family and my church family will support me. Shout out to Wendy and Taisha. Thank you
That
for
is
always
great.
supporting me.
Yeah, thank you for supporting Tammy. What are your business plans for this year? What can we tell our audience?
You know, after this whole year of being able to sit and think and redirect, I am becoming. So I don't like to
I love
put a
that.
period, just put a comma behind it. And it's always transitioning for us.
Well, change is the only constant there really is. So I love that story.
Yes.
She is becoming. You're continuously evolving.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're very welcome.
Well, let's go right into it. How do you want to start? What would be the outfits you would pick, and
So
how would you
once-
walk your clients through something like this?
So typically when I go in for a style session, my goal is to help you save money, right? So I'll see what you have in your closet, and I
Okay.
like to start with basic pieces. Once
Okay.
you have basic pieces in your closet, you really can go any way with it. Dress up, dress down.
Now, what would basic pieces be?
Black. Okay, if we're talking.
I'm asking for
wintertime.
my own
No,
education.
that's fine.
Yeah,
In this, for summertime, a basic black dress.
I see.
Wintertime, basic black dress. Summertime, basic white dress. And then we go from there. But you don't start with prints and patterns if you don't
I
have those
see.
basic things in your car. A nice black shoe, a nice white shoe, a nice brown shoe, a nice white boot, brown boot. So if you have those basics, then you can kind of go out to patterns and
Understood.
different styles of
enough.
shoes. But you have essentials in your closet, and you can make the best of it.
So do you style for men as well, or just women?
A lot of my guys.
Because
friends-
I'm making notes right here in my
and the
head.
population that I work with, because they're returning into society, they have definitely
Okay.
asked me. So I've kind of ventured there. It's not a period, it's a comma.
Okay.
I'm not off
You're
that's
becoming.
nothing, there's nothing off the table, but I'm willing to try it. I'm around a well-dressed men all the time, so.
That's
but it's
great.
not as easy for you all as it is for us.
Well, we'd like to think it's easier, but we are definitely interested in having your assistance. So, gents, watch out. She's coming with the force. She is becoming, and she will be helping you
I
and
definitely
your
will try.
styles as well.
Yes.
So, you're ready to get into this? Should we
Yes,
bring
I
your
am.
model?
Yes, I'm ready for her.
Okay, lovely. Thank you, Tammy. We'll dive into it.
So I want to first start out by thanking my model, Suella, so nice, you say it twice. So I started with the basic white jersey dress. This goes back to me saying keep basics in your closet. And I'm just going to style it several different ways to see how you can have a transitional closet. I'm big on that particular word when it comes to your closet. So we'll start with an oversized, high-low picnic print shirt, right? Now this would probably be I think this is a good look for an evening out, or you could even wear it to the office. So, but for sakes of social, so being social, we'll just start with this. We'll take the belt, and instead of putting it around her waist, we'll make it a bow tie around her neck, just to give it a little bit of style, right? Okay. So that's one look. Okay, let's go for it. Second look, we're gonna have her to change her shoe, black patent leather shoe. Let's go. You know, the shoe is a major accessory. Got it? Okay. So we got a little fancy patent leather red bottom. We'll throw a sheer overlay. Got that? And with the right bag, right earrings, hair up, hair down, that could be worn to a wedding, a evening, you know, some type of evening dinner. Okay, that's two. Our third look, I'm sorry, I'm leaving you. Got it? Okay. We're gonna put that on with sneakers. Who's not wearing Jordans this summer? Because I will be. Got it? Throw her bag over. Oh. And I'm sorry, put it on the other side. And you're ready for a concert in the park with a hat. Okay, we'll switch it up. We can use this as a skirt. Throw a sweatshirt over it. You know, sometimes if you're hanging out in the city and it gets cool at night and you might be by the water. That's another look, same dress, remember. Okay. And now we're gonna spiff it up and we're gonna make it a little bit for the fall. So let's, got your sneakers behind. And we will go with the bandana print. Got it. The bandana print boot. Sorry. And the banter bag. We can throw it on with a jacket, jean jacket. Sorry. Pop your collar, another look, right? And then we'll go with the last look. Let's see. Change our shoe. Okay. So some people are actually afraid of white in the winter time. I happen not to be one of those people because I'm a risky dresser. So we'll give her the white boot. Sorry. Swing around. And this is another look by Cathey, the jacket. And if you give me a little swing, I am loved. So we did several different looks with this one dress. So imagine if you had it in different colors. So that's why when you're shopping, it's essential to get blazers, accessories, and different shoes. So ladies, when your husbands and partners are telling you that shoes are bad, this is why you need several pair of shoes. And that's what I have for you. Thank you.
Also, just so you know, here's the hottest news about us. We are actively interviewing for sponsors, for contributors, and for people who want to help us publish the Michelle magazine. Now, that's a magazine that supports cancer survivors and helps them rehabilitate and funds a multitude of other causes. The way to send money is Cash App, $DMO 1960. Again, sponsors, contributors, donations, we're happy to accept them all at $DMO 1960. Thank you so much and have a great night.